So happy that finally we were able to discuss again and have the time to share ideas, especially that it is for the weekend and we have a lot of things to learn, things to digest, and things to really give ideas to those that are J1 teachers like me. I used to be a J1 teacher with 212E rule from the Philippines, now a green card holder. Really dedicated to share ideas to you, give you some step by step process and how we did it, and of course, giving you the life lessons that I have learned here as a previous J1 teacher, now a green card holder. It's a roller coaster ride when it comes to the process. Thank you so much for those who are watching right now and my avid subscribers who are really dedicated to give comments, suggestions, and at the same time giving me direct messages, especially with my other Facebook account, not just with the J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. We are growing in numbers, by the way, and we are really supporting each other. I would not do anything like doing your own papers because that's against the law. I am very careful on helping you, especially that this is about the immigration process. So we have templates that are available through powerfulcouplejourney.com. Those are digital products that you can purchase. Once you have it on your phone, on your laptop, you can have your own strategies on how to start. So, life journey as a J1 teacher is really nice. We have the cultural exchange, and that is really learning. I do remember during the time we have some cultural activities that we could process, showcase to our students, the American students, and at the same time communicate or connect with the Filipino students back home. So we are so happy and grateful for the love and support of the teachers as well that are public school teachers from the Philippines, allowing us to let those kids learn about the US and at the same time connect with the people that are also here, especially the students. I do remember when I had a video compilation and presentation, I have a lot of students, especially the third graders I have used before with my previous school, the charter school prior to going to public school. They have been so amazed that there are kids that are Asians watching them and they are having this connection. So, as a J1 teacher, I am so happy and so thankful for the journey. And I am here to really share my ideas to you. Now I was able to get my J1 waiver through do it yourself process. And thank you for the trust for those that have been to our website, powerfulcouplejourney.com. Thank you so much for those who are watching right now. Shout out to you. For those who give their comments, thank you. Thank you for the like. Thank you so much. And by the way, for your support for this channel, we are over 1,000 right now subscribers. Thank you so much, even though we are small in numbers, but we have very active members and really supporting in all social media platforms we have. We have TikTok, we have YouTube, which is here. We also have Facebook and Facebook page. Thank you for the heart. Hi, Artie Farron. Thank you for saying hi. You're the first one. You're my top fan. Thank you so much. Mel J, hi. Thank you for being here. I always mention Pineapple, yay! Hello, thank you for being here. And it's just a sharing of ideas, simple conversation, giving you insights on what are the things that have been, you know, done in the past times that I have been to the process as a J1 teacher. So I'm so thankful that you are here. Thank you for all the comments. This gives me drive to really go forward with the sharing of ideas because it's not easy, especially that there are a lot of people that also comments negatively, but you are so you are so supportive. Yes, Pineapple, that sounds good to you and it sounds good to me too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the like. I am so thankful for your presence. That's one thing that I really like about live videos. It's giving you that vibe that somebody's watching you, even though you're just talking to the camera. And on the other side of this presentation or this video, somebody is there really listening and getting ideas about living here in the US as a non-immigrant, now a legal permanent resident in the US. Somebody even asked me, do you have a conditional green card or do you have the 10-year green card? Well, I'm so thankful to God. I have a 10-year green card already. Anytime soon, next year, I can get my hopefully N400, which is the US citizenship or naturalization. I am happy to know that as a non-immigrant J1 teacher, I got married to my loving husband. He is a US citizen. His name is William, and because it is a marriage-based green card, I can get 3 years to that one. And some of you here are so supportive with our relationship. I'm so thankful. Some of you are no bashing and stuff like that. That's okay. I'm here to really give ideas that if you do it with the right intention and if you do it legally, everything is possible. And don't you know, it's so hard. It's so hard to get this J1 waiver. But we are thankful that the US government, especially the USCIS, has been so helpful when it comes to reading our papers. Now we got our green card through doing it ourselves. We got all the forms you can name of that we needed to process. It's in the USCIS website. It's very big, but we were able to surpass all those challenges, and now we are willing to share our ideas. I have a lot of videos to give you here, but now live videos is my way to connect. And they said it's nice to have a live video since, especially this is a vertical video, you can have this through shorts, and it's a widespread platform to really showcase who you are. And by the way, before I forget, YouTube now is really doing a mandate that it's nice to have real people talking to the camera or not just an AI voice. So maximize that full potential of yours. Do not be afraid to talk to the camera. Do whatever you want. Do whatever that you think will help you develop. Because, like, for example, I'm not really good at speaking in English, but because I'm honed to speaking in front of the students, and at the same time, I'm doing clients from time to time with my work. I am now a state employee, really thankful for the experience. And at the same time, we have a lot of good benefits. Even my husband, William, is so happy that he has like almost free insurance, right? Because we are a family and he is part of my insurance now. He's so thankful that we have saved tons when it comes to our insurance. So that's what we wanted to, helping each other, learning, and at the same time really enjoy life, because we are just vapors here on earth, almost like a vapor. So just chill, do something, do for good for the humanity, right? So this is my way of showing you how to do the J1 waiver process. Again, I'm a teacher from the Philippines. I started here in the year 2019. I do remember it's August 15, 2019. It's a fateful day. Prior to that, there are a lot of challenges before coming here. I had an agency. They are very expensive, but I go with them because I already have J1 teachers from my small division who were able to come here legally and with the right process, even though they paid so much from the agency. So I would like to go with that route. So I came here, paid the agency, very expensive, but so thankful that I was able to thrive. Then I met my husband in the fateful night of December 27, 2020. And we were able to connect, we were able to talk, and long story short, we got engaged. Prior to getting engaged, we talk about our finances, and we are so open to each other. He is a mature person, and I love mature people. I do love their wisdom. That's why I really chose my husband. And I know God chose my husband for me. We have had certain commingling. We have car together, we have insurance, we have a little bit of investments, and we have life insurance. It is very important to have that because that is where you have to put your um, strong ties together, commingling. Because whether we like it or not, with the process of the J1 waiver, it is the exceptional hardship to your US citizen spouse that makes it a lot easier and makes it approved. Some with the US citizen child alone, it's not even a lot of J1 waivers approved. But when it comes to exceptional hardship to your US citizen spouse, most of them got approved. The only reason that it was not approved or it was denied is this: they have a very weak evidences. So how can you start with strong evidences? Make sure that you talk to your spouse or to your fiance. Tell them about the truth. Tell them about the J1 waiver process. During this time of our courtship, I already opened up to him how I love him, and at the same time, what are the things that we might accumulate together as a couple. I always ask him, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? How do you see yourself 10 years from now? What are your plans? That way I can help him and he can help me. So that's where we started. And then we have our joint bank account. We just put $50 at that time. Then we put more money into it because we're planning to have a rental house. We had been in that house together for 4 months. And then we got married after that. It's the fateful day on April 2021. So after 4 years of getting engaged, we got married in a church. And we had a lot of people who helped us, one of which is our certified biblical counselor. He made sure, because our church really wants you to have a counseling, a premarital counseling. It is very important. You know why? That's where you have to outburst your emotion or ask about, is he good with finances? Is he good with decision making? Are you still tied with your past? Do you have problems, or do you want to have kids? Those are the things that the counselor, biblical counselor, has been able to help us. And with the help of our church, is free. So why not, right? And at the end of the day, during our pass forward, we got a letter from him. And it is very nice because this is our way of really telling to the USCIS that we are legit and we are a real couple. So when it comes to your finances, make sure you have a joint bank account. It's not that saying you put all your eggs in one basket. No. What I'm saying is this: have a joint bank account separate from your salary and separate from his salary. It's just like a bucket that you put together. You need to have that to show day one when you started, before you got married. Because don't you know, in the USCIS world, they are really strict. And just put it this way, in their eyes, you are getting a benefit, which is true. A J1 waiver is a benefit. Why not prove to them that that benefit will not just benefit you, but it will benefit them, the United States of America? And of course, it is through their US citizen. So that's your foundation. And by the way, you need to do your research. What is the bylaws that has already been approved prior to those J1 teachers that have already had been approved? If you wanted to know what I'm saying, you can go to powerfulcouplejourney.com to see our J1 waiver bundle, because that's where I put all of the ideas. It has all of the information, starting from the Form I-612 to the DS-335, when is the right timing to submit? In our case, we got married in our third year. As a J1 teacher, I still have my valid visa, I still have my valid passport, I still have my valid DS 2019. It is not advisable to do it in your third year because at this point, a lot of visa sponsors knew that if you're single, most of you would most likely want to get married to or your US citizen. So most of them might say, especially if they knew, they will cut you off. Especially with the EPI, they're very strict. They even have a contract on your extension saying that you will not get the waiver, you will not get married to your US citizen, and you will not attempt to go beyond the J1 waiver, the J1 process. Yes, Sam, that's true. Many Filipinas got married with retired American military people. I know. Don't you know? Uh, I don't know what's their intention. It needs to be a good one. I'm not saying that my people is not good. I hope they have good intentions. Sam, I am really into that, right? I hope they're not just there for the citizenship or for the money because for me, before I got married to my spouse, I really told him prior for us knowing each other, I already have investments in the Philippines. I already have like money in the Philippines, but the reason why I wanted to come here in the US is of course I wanted to have the experience, and the US is really my number one country that I wanted to visit and to explore. Because when I was still in third grade, I saw in my English book that there will be flying cars in 2020, which there are, but not, the one that is really blatant or really are on the streets. So that is the thing. I really had that foundation, and in my mind, I'm not here to get married. I'm here to work, to explore, and to have this kind of experience. And that's the reason why he likes me because I'm kind of like a strong, independent woman, which shows because we did our J1 waiver process to do it ourselves. So, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, some have those matters. Exactly. And I feel bad for some Americans if they are in that shoes because I've seen that some Filipinas, they just got married. Once they get their green card or their US citizen ship, they say goodbye to those Americans, which gives us a negative notion to Filipinos, and that's not really good. That's why, as much as possible in this channel, I really want you to see the good side and bad side, and at the same time, just think of what are the clarity in between those lines. So with us, we did this, and I would really say this, and every single time I'm a believer of the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm not gonna have my faith over money or over any other things. Because for us, this is not our home. Earth is not our home, heaven is our home. So that's for me, and that's my standard, and that's the way I think things. All right, so moving along, J1 waiver process, make sure you have all of your evidences. So first things first, you have to submit your DS-3035. It's a waiver application. Again, when you get the waiver bundle, we are supporting our mountain pastors in the Philippines through that. And I'm so thankful we already have 6 mountain pastors that we are supporting. They're so thankful for your help. It's like a donation, a charity that we're doing through that. And thank you, even though sometimes the sales with the digital products, J1 Waiver Helping Hands Group, so low. I'm okay with that because I also took my money and sending them through that. That way, the support we have every month will always continue. So thank you for those who are here and you are supporting. And of course, some of you are also giving us additional monetary help here through the support and the click of the super thanks. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Sam, Pineapple, Mel J, RT, Farron, thank you for being here and giving those words of wisdom. I really appreciate that. Now, like for example, you already got your DS3035, okay? So once you got your DS3035, it's the waiver for 2 years for or home country residence for J1 visa holder. You need to have a packet. So this is a yellow envelope. Some of you got folders, but I just use a yellow envelope. And with this one, you need to have packet 1. Or you can also put like this, like your cover page outside of the envelope, and then something cover page inside of your envelopes. And make sure, do not use any staples. You can just use tabs or anything that you want. So you have all those information. You can put tabs if you want, but somebody already told me, which is very good because some of the information we have needs to be updated. She told me that in the USCIS website, they encourage you not to have tabs anymore because it will help them a lot easier to scan your papers. So what will be the solution? Make sure you have your table of contents. Think of it as your thesis. You have your table of contents. It's like a book already, right? And then you have your evidences, you have your page number. If you don't have any pages to write down, write it with a piece of um, pen. And then write everything that you have. Put it in a packet. And aside from that, I would really suggest to have a copy to submit to the USCIS, the Department of State, and a copy for you to keep. That way, if there are RFEs or requests for evidences, you know what are the things you have submitted already. That way, it will not be redundant. Or if needs to be updated, you know that you have all the information already because you have your own copy, personal copy. And that's what we did. So think as a teacher lawyer. Do not think as a person that will just rely on to your lawyer or will just rely to the person that, oh, I can guarantee they can do it for me. No. This is very crucial, especially at this time and year. It is not easy to get a waiver. You need to do the timing. The right timing would be on your second year as a J1 teacher because you still have a valid DS 2019, valid passport, and you have 2 years to process your papers. The other time to submit is, the best time to submit is also on your 4th year, right after you got your extension, right after you got your extension. So like, for example, you got married in your 3rd year, right? Gather all evidences. If your spouse needs to have a psychological evaluation or psychological assessment, do it. Because the moment you start that will really imply the days that you did that. With ours, I'm so thankful to God because I spoke with my husband. I sat down with him and I asked him, did you have psychological evaluation already prior to us getting married? I'm so thankful that he said yes. And he's so willing to open up his life to me. Don't you know my husband has trust issues? So I assessed everything and I said, let's connect to the psychotherapist that we have here in Central Florida. Ask her about your documents and we'll have a psychological evaluation. At first, she's very hesitant because it's going to be legal matters, but she is okay after knowing our story. So it needs to be where you have to say your story. It is your love story. Your DS335 J1 waiver and your Form I-612 J1 waiver, both in 2 agencies, is the same. The same documents, the same evidences, but different forms and different ways to submit. But the total idea is your love story. How can you convince the USCIS immigration officer reading your papers that your love story is compelling enough. How can you tell them that? It's based on your papers. Put pictures together, letters from friends and family. Like, for example, in your pictures, you don't know how to put caption. That's okay. Put an arrow, that's your name. Because I did that. This is me, Emmary. This is my husband. This is my father-in-law, because we visited them in Colorado. And during the time, I'm so hesitant to take a picture together, but in my mind, Lord, I need to have the right timing for me to get a picture with all of them. And I did a selfie with me and the rest of the gang at the back. Because my purpose was to really show, like, just in case we have a request for evidence, to show the USCIS officer that we are real. We are these people and we are in love. And we are not just there to get the benefit. Again, a waiver is a benefit. You want to waive the 2-year rule. You want to waive the 2-year home residency requirement. But how can you waive that? That is based on your US citizen spouse, or if you have your US citizen child. But it is not a guarantee that you will get a waiver, not unless you have a very strong, compelling case. On what claims? Claims on financial hardship, emotional hardship, psychological hardship, language barrier, what else? Um, Economic, medical hardship. You need to point out those. We have J1 teachers saying that they got their RFE, that's a request for evidence, and they're saying that the USCIS officer with the Form I-612 says that their evidences are not sufficient and it's weak. I'm telling you, every one of them will say that, because it's like a way of telling you, either two ways, whatever you think about this, either which one are you in this two? One, you have a weak case, or two, you are there already poking that very thick wall, letting you in to the process through your request for evidence. Request for evidence is a way to show you that they are reading your papers and that they found something, but you have to prove to them that what they found was real, and this is the way for you to get the waiver. That's the only thing. I am not an immigration lawyer. I always do a disclaimer, but based on our real experience through do-it-yourself process, it is possible as long as you do the process correctly. You know what? A lot of you every day, I'm so thankful that you are sharing your experiences to me. Whether you purchase for our templates, thank you. Whether or not, it's okay. As long as I have the time, I always answer, because it's my advocacy, it's my way of giving back. And some of you are having their lawyers even, and they're like, it's something. Oh, Wendy, you are an au pair? I don't know how to say that. Au pair? AUPARU. Yes, you can communicate with me. I have Messenger, Emmary T. Powell, or I even have my Gmail account. Communicate with me on that one. I always answer any questions that you have. But again, I am not an agency, I'm not a lawyer, but I have been into the immigration process and we do it ourselves. It is not simple. We even have like small fights with my husband because he doesn't understand the process. I don't understand the process either. The only thing that helps us going is faith, and we pray each day the moment we have the papers. And every time we get a mail from the USCIS, it's like a gold. We're like, yay, we have our letters already going onto the process, which means even though we don't have a lawyer, this is possible. It gives us hope. Whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, it's still you and your spouse who will do this together. Your lawyer is just there to put your papers together and make it very compelling. And some of them are even wanting you to create your own sworn statement, wanting you to create your husband's sworn statement. That's why we are here through our templates to show you how to do that. I have J1 teachers who have been like that, and they're saying, Emery, why not do it like do our papers? I said, no, because I don't want to spoon feed. I need you to work on this one because you will gain confidence. You will gain trust on your own papers. Why don't you want to do that, right? And thank you for being here. Yes, one day you can contact me. Emmary T. Powell, and that's my Facebook account, or my email. Go to Emmary T. Powell, I think, or powerfulcouple@gmail.com. Powerfulcouple@gmail.com. That's what we have here. And please do subscribe if you would. That way we could reach to more people and really helping, sharing ideas. Thank you for being here. Again, make sure you have all your paper documents. You know where to put the money order. I really highly encourage you to do your money order for your DS 2019. No, not DS 2019. DS 3035. It's worth $120. That will be through payable to U.S. Department of State. DS 3035. That's your memo. And for your Form I-612, as of currently, it is the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, or USDHS. And underneath that, you put Form I-612. It's worth $1,100. So make sure you do it correctly. Do not do any service centers, because I have one J1 teacher, she did that, but I assured her as long as your amount is correct, they will accept it because they know it's already in the form. You have your cover letters. It's for the Form I-612, $110. I mean, $1,100. So don't get me wrong on that one, okay? And also look at the schedule fees in the USCIS.gov and the Department of State travel.state.gov. I always and highly encourage you to go to their websites, read their bulletin boards, because that's how you gain ideas. It's not just believing on what she said, he said, or what your lawyer is saying. Believe in your papers. Believe in your love story. Your U.S. citizen child is at stake. Your U.S. citizen spouse is at stake. Your relationship is at stake. It's 2 years. Do you want to have an LDR, or long distance relationship, within those 2 years? So that's the thing that you wanted to put in your mind. Upon working on your papers, know the story, know how it's going to be done. And there are plenty of ways to get it to, aside from exceptional hardship to your U.S. citizen spouse. You can file for IGA waiver, which is interested government agency. You can file for persecution. That's another way to do that, but you are under oath, so you have to be good in processing that. You can also do asylum if you want, but again, it has to be with the right intentions and do it legally. That's why really wanted to advocate this. Jocelyn, oh, you're 8 years old. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for answering and giving your comments. I really so happy that there are audiences in any age group. I used to be a school teacher, and I taught second grade in the Philippines. 8-year-olds, 7, 8-year-olds, they are so cute. And I taught third grade here in the US, third, fourth, and fifth grade. So I'll know about your age bracket. And yay! Thank you for being here. Thank you for those that are answering back. Wow, I have top fans, and you have those crown. Wow, nice. Thank you for being here. Um, Hafsa, you are an Egyptian. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for watching my live video. If you have any other questions, communicate with me. I mean, I'm here to answer. I am not a legal, preparer or anything like that. But maybe someday we might go to that route. We just wanted to know the right process, especially that I do really wanted to be working from home at the same time, aside from working in the office. I just came from the office, so thankful for my work. I am so thankful that God put me in a position that I can get my green card. I was able to work in the state government, which is now being a state employee. Who would have thought a simple Filipina from the Philippines, a dreamer, came here in the US as a J1 teacher, non-immigrant visa, able to find the love of her life, was able to get the J1 waiver through do-it-yourself process, got a 10-year green card holder in my hands. That card is really something, speaks so loudly to me. And now that green card is my ticket to work as a state employee. You cannot work in the state, not unless you're a legal resident or a US citizen. Next year, I will update you with other forms I have, especially that I'm preparing for the N400, the US citizenship. Really trying to become so transparent with everything, especially that this is our advocacy, really sharing ideas to you. I'm even looking for like good lawyers. Hopefully, we can tap good lawyers. That way, we can tell you who to go, who to communicate with. Because I've had several J1 teachers already sharing their horror stories through J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. But there are also good lawyers. Don't get me wrong. Lawyers are there to help you, but they have letters for you to sign. I have one J1 teacher. She is so willing to show me their agreement, and I point out to her, you pay this kind of amount of money, and if you will not pay the rest of the money that they put there, you cannot proceed with the J1 application. You know how much it is? 4 digits, 4 figures, but just for the J1 waiver process. That's a lot of money. And we know the process for the J1 forms as well, 4 digits. So I am just really into you, really helping you. But again, let's smile. And we don't all know the problems in the world. We're just here to help. We are here to share ideas. And thank you for being here for my avid subscribers. Thank you. And if you came at this part of the video, please consider to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Powerful Couple Journey. That way we can share more ideas, and it's also a way to encourage me to focus on and do more, because being simple is my way to go, and hopefully we can have this advocacy even spread wider. Just I hope God will show me a way on how to make this more compelling and be able to give others with ideas, not just with YouTube, not just with Facebook or TikTok, because I also have a TikTok account. It's Emmary Powell. Thank you for being here, supporting me all the way, and giving me hope. I even have J1 teachers saying, Emery, go, go, do not stop, because you are showing us good people. You are helping us to connect, and you have this group, the J1 Waiver Helping Hands group, who's really giving ideas. Some of them are snotty there, but I just brush it off. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy to become an admin of the group. You will really feel the negative energy sometimes, but I am there and I am present, and I'm there to learn, to observe, and hopefully you are here as well to support our channel. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we're gonna have our mini vacation. It's just a little bit of road trip that we're gonna be having. It's our way to communicate and connect. I'm so thankful to God that we have this opportunity here in Central Florida. Very nice weather. Very happy that the weather is like almost like the Philippines. We don't have to adjust anything about the snow. And so thankful for the opportunity. So thankful for the relaxation that we're going to be having. So if I'm not be that active, it could be because I'm doing something. But thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being an avid subscriber and always there to listen. Thank you so much. God bless, and see you on my next video. Have a great day.